Greetings, Brian Tarian here from the Disability Digest. You're about to listen to the replay of a special event that we recently hosted called our Jam Session, our June Jam Session, hosted by none other than our own Jam, who works here. This is an event that had a small group of our clients, people that are helping get approved, people that we are managing their Medicare health insurance or other insurance. And it's an opportunity for you to learn from the team that works here, who they are, what they do, a little bit about their background, but pick up some awesome nuggets for people that are going through the approval process, some tips from people that are approved, um, and even unique things like how to stretch your check or make every dollar count. So I hope you enjoy this replay, and thanks for all of those that contributed to the jam session. Make it a great day.
Going into my fourth year with Brian, and I have really enjoyed it. Sorry about that. My phone fell. So I really enjoy working here with Brian, with Philip, Carol, and Jam. So very excited about today's program.
Great. Thanks.
And I give it to Philip.
Hello, everybody. Big howdy from Texas.
All right.
My name is Philip Price. I've been working with Brian and the group here since 2016. This month will be 5 years. And started out as a carpenter in my younger days, and that's all I've ever done my whole life was just carpenter, cabinet maker. And I became disabled in 2014. I had stopped working and applied on my own, got approved on my own. Wasn't easy, but I did it. I wish I would have had the knowledge or the whereabouts and know-it-all of Disability Digest, because that's certainly the path I would have taken for help. I didn't know there was any help out there. But it's been an eye-opener doing this job. I really enjoy talking to people across the country that are going through the same issues and problems that I had then. And it's really fulfilling now to be able to help those people do that, to try to get approved. And I also am Medicare, help out with Medicare and the disability side of it too. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Hi, everyone. My name is Carol. I'm from the Philippines. I have been working here for 5 awesome years. I am a case manager and I am a registered nurse, and I handle your cases from the initial level up until the hearing, if you reach that level, hopefully not. And I am very happy to be part of this family and advocate in helping you guys here. That's all.
Great. Thank you. All right. Jam, you have anything to add?
Yes, and once again, everyone, hi. I am Jamna Corpin, but you can call me Jam or Jammy. It has been my privilege to be a part of Brian's team for the past year and 2 months, I believe. As an advocate, my main focus is connecting with our members, you guys, and ensuring that you guys receive the most relevant and accurate information for your inquiries. And one of the aspects that I truly cherish about my job is the opportunity to work with a diverse group of people. Each interaction brings a unique perspective, and I thoroughly enjoy learning from others and assisting them on their journey. And what makes my experience even more rewarding is the presence of my incredibly supportive and encouraging colleagues. Their unwavering support fosters a positive work environment for me, allowing me to grow both personally and professionally. And we encourage active participation on this event. I want to emphasize that your contributions are incredibly valuable. So feel free to raise your hand, either virtually or just like this, if you want to speak up.
Okay, great, great. Now, I think if somebody was to raise it like this, I only see 6 out of the participants, so I may miss you. And I am in part responsible for seeing the hand waving, so I don't want to think that, I don't want to miss you, so do that. So, all right, you ready to continue, Jim?
Yes. All right. So my first question for today, you guys, would be
Jim, I think I have the first one.
oh yeah, sorry. Sorry about that.
Mhm. Okay, so my question to the group is, what challenges have you faced during your journey as a Social Security applicant or recipient, and how did you overcome them?
So you can raise your hand, offer it, and hint, the prizes that we have at the end are in part by your willingness to participate. And although the event is recorded, if there's something that you want edited out, you just let us know. You can definitely just use an alias or just your first name. The idea is just to share information. So if you have something to contribute, we would love to hear from you. Good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome.
Well, I'm an applicant, so the application process with y'all's help was easy. The hard part is waiting, and poor Carol gets the brunt of that. I've talked to her a couple times and emailed with her, and I've talked to Social Security. When I go to my Social Security, it doesn't show any progress, and they received the application at the end of February. So just the not knowing is the most difficult thing at this point.
That's well said. Is there something that you find, David, that helps you with dealing with the anticipation, the uncertainty?
You know, you have to deal with it as it comes to you. If you don't know anything, then you don't know anything. And if you can't find out, then you can't find out. So you deal with it.
Yeah, well said. By the way, I like your participation environment. You look super comfortable
Lay
there.
back in my recliner. I got to keep my feet up.
Yeah, that's great. No, we thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, I
Great.
think I do recognize David. He's always constant watching our YouTube live events.
Yes,
I
yeah.
do
Correct
try
me
to
if I'm
do
wrong,
that.
David. Yes, thank you, David.
Oh,
Good.
you're welcome.
All right. Anybody else have a contribution on that topic? I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Okay.
All right, moving on. My question would be, can you share a personal story or experience that has had a significant impact on your understanding of the Social Security system?
I did
I
it.
see Sunshine as well.
Okay. All right, Terry.
I did it. Okay, I'm a veteran. I'm actually 90% disabled with the VA. And I thought that would be enough for me to, well, and I've taken Social Security. Today is actually my birthday. I'm 63 today.
Happy birthday.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Happy
to you.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
Happy birthday, sir.
So I've actually taken regular Social Security at 62 because it just doesn't make any sense to wait until 70 or whatever the hell it is.
Mhm.
Hopefully I live that long, but I take mine now. So anyway, I am 90% disabled with the VA. I'm trying to get that last 10%, and I've actually got an attorney who specializes in both veterans disability, and they say they specialize also in Social Security disability. I actually applied because, well, to get to the 90%, I did it on my own and with the VA. And I got knocked back for that last 10% when I tried. So I thought, what the hell? I will get a lawyer who might have a better understanding.
Mhm.
And I got asked in your documentation or your messages, what can one do if, and I answered, what can one do if you've been denied? Because I applied for Social Security disability. also. So my question was, I've got denied for disability from Social Security because they say you can work.
Mhm.
And, what can one do to, I guess, have another bite at the cherry?
Right. So is your question like, what does somebody like you do to get approved?
Correct.
Yeah. So the learning piece here, to circle back to the question, Terry, is the learning piece tied to the VA rating, thinking that, all right, I have a VA rating, this shouldn't be that difficult?
That's what I thought, but obviously that's not the case.
Right, right. I can speak briefly to that. I'd say Carl would know this better, there's 20 to 24 individuals that we are currently working with that have a veterans disability rating of 100%. And it's not easy for them to get approved. A few key reasons are the way the Veterans Administration tracks your medical records is not like a regular civilian doctor. So it's not easy for Social Security to understand that that one qualifies. That's one of the key things. And one of the other ones, especially with combat veterans, is they don't communicate their pain level and their limitations like a normal civilian. Like they're just trained to go play hurt, and they might have a pain level of a 9, but they might be reporting it as a 5 because that's part of what they're taught to do.
Correct.
So
I wasn't a combat veteran though, so
Yeah.
I flew a desk.
Yeah. So those are two of the top ones. It can be done. The thing, I guess, if I was to reflect on your learning piece, is that if you qualify for any other type of benefit, it doesn't necessarily mean that Social Security is a slam dunk. I would say Social Security has the highest bar compared to long-term disability, state disability in California, veterans. So, but that's a good question. I appreciate you sharing that with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, good to have you here.
Thanks.
Hoping for a speedy approval, and happy birthday. You could be doing a lot of other things on your birthday, and hanging out with us is an honor. So thank you. Yeah.
My pleasure.
So for the third question, have you discovered any useful strategies or resources that have helped you navigate the application process or maximize your benefits?
May I share opportunity and a story?
Sunshine.
Hey, hi, Brian. Thank you for having this opportunity for us. And hi, Jam. Thank you for
Hi.
getting us all together. And I just want to say that this is a wonderful opportunity for all of us. And I'm happy to say that when I first was introduced to Disability Digest, I tuned in and I got some valuable information that was helping me in the process. And actually, one of the things that happened was I had hired a lawyer team to get approved, and it just wasn't moving quite fast enough. And the information that I learned on the Disability Digest program was about how you can implement other things. And one of the key elements was you can write your political person in your community, like your senator or something that can help get things moving.
Mhm.
And I did that. And soon after I did that, guess what happened? I got approved. And not only did I get approved, I did not have to even go before a judge. It was like the paperwork went through and I got approved, and it was just amazing. And I was just in awe of how sometimes there are techniques that you can use that can help you. Like, for example, to piggyback on another story, and that is there's some new opportunities that Brian has talked about as far as the AI, artificial intelligence. I tuned into that and I'm excited about the possibilities of that, because if you can at least partner with someone or get information about how to use that tool, you can find out different ways that this tool can help you be more successful, answer the questions, and they have a free version of that. And I just recently learned that, and I think that is huge. And I think if you would just be open-minded and think about some of the tools that you learn about on Disability Digest, and if you're not sure, you can always call in or email, get involved. And this is a great, wonderful community to be involved in that can help you be successful. And, I always say this, that we're all a part of each other, a team. And once I found out about Disability Digest, I got so much information to be able to help me do other things. So this is inspiring me to even develop an association called Sunshine Smiles to help people learn about resources like Disability Digest, like the AI tool, and how to write your congressperson and get help. So these are ways that we can all partner together, because we're all in this together and there is hope. And, one door closed, just go knock on another one. And I like to say Disability Digest has helped me get my disability, and then inspired me to want to give back and to try to create an association called Sunshine Smile, so that maybe I can just be a resource to help people learn about things. And I tell you what, AI is going to be beneficial to help me to do that, because as always, you may not know what you don't know. And some of us don't know. But you know what? You can always find out. Ask the question, keep asking the question, and keep going. So thank you guys for giving us the opportunity to be here and to share information, because it's all about sharing. It's about giving as well as receiving. And so thank you, Brian. Thank you, Jam, and all the team players out there. I appreciate you.
Okay.
Thank you, Sunshine. And I know you've had some health challenges, so prayers to you.
Thank you.
Yep. So appreciate that contribution. Awesome. And by the way, you look super official today, like you're going to fly somewhere, right?
Well, I'm actually an ambassador. I'm an ambassador for sharing information, being willing to give back resources. So I guess you could say I'm a flying ambassador to, being resourceful and inspiring others to be resourceful too, because it's no good if you keep it to yourself. So if I can do a little something to inspire someone to be their best, I'll do it.
That's right. Love it. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, Jam. Who's
All
next?
right. That'd be
It'll
me.
be Phil.
Okay.
Advice would you give someone who's just starting their journey with Social Security? And second part of the question, is there anything you would have known when you just first applied? Wish you had known when you first applied.
Well, I hate to jump back in again, but what can I say? I think having an awareness of these disability YouTubes, and yet you can look at them later and share them with your friends, that can help you advance as well in many aspects. So being that you have the access, it's free access, and you can always just get more information and find out how to utilize, networking with the people that are in your organization. And I think that's key. Information is key, and sharing it.
No, that's good. Robert raised his hands. I want to hear from him in a minute, but from my perspective, and Philip, this wasn't targeted towards me, but people could solve a lot of their own challenges with the frustration with the process if they just would understand the expectations of the time it takes and that. So good point. All right, we'll have Robert back in here with us. Okay, Robert, you should be on.
Oh, okay. A couple of things that I think I would have done differently and wish I had known was, well, one about Disability Digest and the resources that you had, but also the need to, well, two things is the need to network and see who is in your sphere of influence or anywhere around that has access or knowledge of the disability process and what needs to be done, what, like you said, what their expectations are, because that would have saved me a whole lot of trouble, to put it mildly. Also, had I known, well, not that anybody really knows that something is going to happen like this, but I would encourage anybody to try to save up some type of nest egg for emergencies. Like, having certain amount for, set aside for rent and food, utilities ahead of time, and that type of thing. Because I ended up doing it. I applied twice on my own and was reading different things, but hadn't come across Disability Digest. But I had, been reading things, and I applied twice. And in that process, I pretty much lost everything. And before I got to that final end, I found out that someone who I practiced martial arts with actually worked in disability down at the legal aspect of it. He couldn't be in part of my, working. He couldn't work with me, but he recommended somebody to work with. And so from there, I was able to know what the process was, and also being a stickler for having your doctors on board and having all of that documented. Even the least thing, having it all documented and not being, afraid to tell your doctor what might be happening. I forgot who it was, who was the in military, and like you was talking about, they may, and I hope I'm not talking too much.
You're doing great.
They may, pain level might be a 9 and they rate it as a 5. And so having gone through martial arts and different things like that most of my life, we're told to walk it off, shake it off, push past our human limitations and all that stuff. And so it got to the point where there was no pushing past. And having to actually admit that it's a hard thing when you have to admit that, and you have to go toward disability, because that was the last thing I expected. And so when I found that I couldn't even mop my floor without being in severe pain, it was like, this doesn't make any sense. So being able to admit to the doctors what your pain level is, having them documented, being around a network of people, and finding out who might have some insight on getting through the disability process. So Hopefully I didn't talk too much with that.
Listen, I want to thank you. That's yeah, my sense is you're speaking right from the heart. That was very valuable information. 20 of us in the room could have said the same thing, but the way you delivered it, I thought was great. So appreciate that.
Okay, next question. Have you encountered any misconceptions or myths about Social Security that you would like to debunk? Well, Social Security is very, very fast and they're very friendly to work with. Not.
No.
Not. Anyone would like to try that one?
Misconceptions.
Mm.
I just have one, and anybody else raised their hand. The person that is out there that started the rumor that everybody who applies gets denied at the initial application, that guy or gal, I'd really like to meet him because it's just not true. So it leads people to make, just basically like a lottery approach to, applying. They just guess. So that's my 2 cents on that.
I'd like to interject one thing, and that is I'd like to debunk that you have to have a law team to win or to get it done, because many people have used some of your strategies and gotten it done without having a lawyer. Unfortunately, I learned the lesson that I wished I had have met you and your team before I hired a legal team, but you helped me to move through that. And so now I want to pay it forward by sharing that information. You do not have to have a law team to win and get through it. You can use a tool like this.
That's good.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, my commitment is to give everything away that we have. People that can use it, great.
Right.
But many just don't want to or are not able to. And if it's a fit for us to directly help them, whether it's trying to get their disability benefits approved or many of you out here today we work on your benefits, manage your benefits from an insurance agent perspective. So, I mean, that's something we give all that information away as well. So, so thank you for that. Yeah.
You're welcome.
All right. Where are we at in the process? Somebody up next for a question, Jim?
Carol.
Carl.
It's me first.
Okay.
All right. My question, guys, how has being a Social Security recipient affected other aspects of your life, such as your financial planning or healthcare decisions? Katie.
Okay.
Hey,
All right.
Hi.
what was
You're
the
on.
question again? I'm a little nervous. I don't do public speaking.
My question, how has being a Social Security recipient affected other aspects of your life, such as your financial planning or healthcare decisions?
Oh, Lord, that is a loaded question. So it's affected every aspect. I had money in savings. So I'm basically living off my savings while I wait for this. And I don't have enough, I don't think, to last me until I just got denied for my reconsideration. So I don't know. I've read several things. I don't know which is the correct, but I think I saw 19 and a half months in Florida to wait to go before a judge. And then I saw 11 and a half months. So I don't know which of those is correct. So I'm probably going to have to sell my house. Hopefully I can sell it. The medical, because I'm poor now, it's like almost non-existent. You're on the sliding scale fee. And I was recently told by my doctor that he could not run blood work because he already ran it last year and I'm on the sliding scale fee. So that's discrimination. So it's affected every aspect of my life. And I mean, right now I'm okay, but it's not going to be much longer, and I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Well, a few tips that might put your mind at ease. Your hearing is not your hearing wait time is not based on a state level. It's based on your local office. So once your appeal has been submitted, then that date you can find out based on your local office. That's one point, but your timing is not far off. In my experience, it's not going to be a difference between 6 months. It wouldn't be that, and it wouldn't be like over 2 years. I don't expect. So,
Well,
so hang in there.
yeah, I'm trying, I'm trying. I'm not really a positive thinking person, and because of my mental impairments,
Right.
sometimes I lash out when I shouldn't, and then I feel bad about it. But yeah, it's been incredibly hard, and I have no support, like no family support or anything. They're always the ones, oh, you're just bored, just go get a job. Well, if I could, I would. So yes, it's rough.
Right. Well, we wish you a speedy approval.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing that. Okay, so we have Terry has a contribution to add to this topic. I'm trying to get the unmute button to work here.
I did it.
Okay.
I'm in a slightly different situation as KDD. Again, I'm ex-military and I'm 90%. So I see from the VA about $3,000 a month, which is tax-free. And from Social Security, I see about $1,500 a month from my Social Security. So that's $4,500 or so a month. And I think I'll have to end up paying taxes on my Social Security. But I used to be a six-figure earner. So it is significantly less than what I'm used to. And so, yeah, once you get old and senile, finding work is pretty much, I don't want to say impossible, but pretty difficult. And in my case, I've got some mental issues as well as physical issues. And I don't even think I'd make it as a greeter at Walmart. So getting to the way things are, and life is getting worse. I'm actually leaving the country in the not too distant future. While I can exist on, the Social Security and the VA benefits, if I've done a lot of travel around the world. I've lived I'm an Australian also, so that's one thing, but I don't want to live in Australia anymore. But I lived in Sweden, Germany, the Philippines, and I visited many, many, many other places. I'm actually looking at Bali, Indonesia, where you can live you can live well for $1,000 a month. So I don't know if KD has any of those thoughts, but getting out of the States is where you can exist on Social Security, and to me it just makes sense.
Yeah, it's interesting that you say that. I recently went to visit Curl and Jam in the Philippines, and I met several expats there, some that were veterans and disability recipients. And the one thing that you have that's advantageous depending on where you move, if you can sync up where there's a VA support system, then you have your healthcare taken care of.
Well, that's kind of true. And I've been to the Philippines too, many times. But with the VA, you can, and the only place outside of the US that has a VA center is in the Philippines, is in Manila. But it's on the embassy grounds, and it's not very large anyway. But you can apply for, I can't think of what it's called now, but you can apply so that wherever you go in the world, you can get, the VA covers your health care. So that part doesn't really matter.
That's a big benefit.
Well, yeah, it is. I think we had one other person who was in the military who,
It's called TRICARE, right?
I'm sorry? Yeah.
TRICARE.
Oh, no, it's not TRICARE. It's, I'd have to look it up. But yeah, you can get TRICARE, but that is one thing that you can do. But no, there's a foreign medical program that you can apply for, and wherever you happen to be on the planet, the VA takes care of your stuff. Sometimes they do it directly. Sometimes you have to pay, and then they reimburse you. But
Okay.
VA takes care of it.
Mhm.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, once you hit 30%, your medications and your healthcare is taken care of by the VA.
Mhm.
So I think one gentleman was ex-military. Robert, didn't you say you were ex-military?
Mm,
Robert Bradley? I think he said something about being ex-military, and he's on mute, so I can't hear him.
all right.
He's shaking his head no.
Okay.
Okay, so just in case we do have somebody in ex-military, applying doesn't hurt, doesn't cost you a dime. You can do it yourself. You can do it with a VSO, which is a Veteran Services Officer, which again doesn't cost you anything. And or you can do it with an attorney. But once you hit 30%, all your Medicare stuff is free at the VA.
Okay.
Your medicines, your doctor's visits, and all that other wonderful stuff. But anyway, my lifestyle has changed dramatically since I had a stroke 2 years ago, and I haven't really been able to work since then. But yeah, life changes, and that's one of the reasons why I took my Social Security at 62, and one of the other reasons why I'm trying to get, and I don't know, can you get both your regular Social Security and disability, Brian?
Yeah, you can. When you get approved for your disability, then your check amount will change from your early retirement to the disability amount. So you don't get both, you just get your early gets replaced by the Social Security disability. So your status on your check changes.
Okay.
Yeah. The downside of that strategy for anybody out there is that you have your 62 now, that's your check amount for the rest of your life if you don't get approved for disability. And your disability payment is usually about 40% more than your early retirement.
Okay. But so the fact that I've started a regular Social Security, does that matter?
No, only, you just have to make sure you win your disability case, because if you don't, then you're going to be stuck with the age 62 check for the rest of your life.
No, that's okay.
Right.
Again,
well, it's usually, you can call that like $6,000 a year, just roughly based on an average check is what the difference would be. But you're going to win. We're all pulling for you. Right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
Good. All right. In respect of time, let's go through a few more questions before we spin the wheel and give away some prizes.
All right. So before I read my question, I just also want to call out Christopher and share his experience, what Brian advised him to use. He shared
ChatGPT?
to me, yeah, that he used ChatGPT, and he used this to better explain how to answer his form. So this is you can search this up online, and this would help you to improve your statements when you create your forms, such as the adult function forms, the work history forms, or other forms that needs a brief statement, and then this would be like the support letter. So it will create the sentence for you. So yeah. And because Christopher is shy to explain this.
I believe he wanted to speak up.
Let me
All right,
see.
All
can
right.
you unmute him, Brian?
Yeah,
Yes, we can hear
Oh,
you. Hi,
oh,
Chris.
hello. Thank you for everyone that spoke before me and all the good energy you guys have today. It took a little bit to work up to me to be able to get to talk. But I just wanted to share my story about using, Chat GPT as a tool for those people that necessarily get nervous or have trouble focusing on task or can't write. If you kind of give it examples of, your conditions and what's going on with you, and you say, hey, I need help. Can you write me an example for this form or this question? It could write something possibly better, than I could write it, and convey your message, you know, with more meaning far beyond the way that I could portray it, if that makes sense.
totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just the way that it helped me, I feel like that without those videos that I watched, the videos on filling out the forms and the video about the AI chat, if I wouldn't have known about that, I feel like that it significantly helped me to be able to better convey my case on those forms. So I just wanted to say thank you. And like another thing is like, don't rush the process and take your time filling it out, because I think without watching these videos or finding you that I would have rushed through everything and, I wouldn't have did it the right way.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, I find myself guilty of rushing through many things in life that I wish I hadn't. So,
As we all do at some
thank
point.
you. That was
Yeah.
awesome. Appreciate the contribution. Mark, you should be live.
Hi,
Hi.
Mark.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Out clear.
Yeah,
Hi. How everybody going today?
Good.
Good.
How are you?
awesome.
Great.
Well, I
Great.
just wanted to say that I have a very sorry, I'm a little shy. I'm very blessed that I have a family and support team to get me through this. Because I quit work a year ago, and my husband works and pays all the bills. So I'm very fortunate on that. Very blessed to have that. And I have a great support team with my counselor as well.
Mm.
And y'all do a wonderful job with the lives and everything. So I'm very blessed with that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for your contribution. Appreciate that. Yeah. I like your t-shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That's great.
It's fun.
Is that I'll do it on the text?
I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow.
And is that Snoopy?
Yeah.
All right. So for the question number 7, are there any specific workshops, programs, or services that you have found particularly beneficial in enhancing your knowledge or improving your situation as a Social Security applicant or recipient?
My first, I guess, run into disability, I just searched disability online and saw, I think it was Mr. Ginsburg, I think you guys work with, and
Yep.
I watched his videos, and there was a link or something on the page that I was watching to you guys, and that's how I found you. So, but his videos were very uh, helpful in understanding it. But you guys are like on steroids because there's so much more of it.
Mm. Mm.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, well, thank you. All right, so I am going to, I think Terry has a contribution and also David.
I was just going to say that the information, and I used to be in computers, information technology, and I'd heard about Chat GPT, but I've never really even thought about using it. So the fact that you guys are using it, and actually I've had a look at it now, I will look at that and see whether or not they can give me a hand. So thank you, whoever Sunshine brought that up. So thank you. And Sunshine,
Welcome.
do you have a webpage that we can go to find you?
Actually, I'm working on that. I do have an email address that you could contact me, and it's basically Sunshine.
Hold on, I got to type this
Miles.
in. I will forget it. Give me a second.
Okay. All righty. Well, let's see. I will maybe help out with
Put it
this.
in the
Can you put it in the chat? Oh, look at this.
At mail.com?
Yes.
Sunshine
So
Smile.
it's Sunshine Smiles at mail.com. Very simple, easy, and email me and I will get back with you. I'm a resource person, and if there's anything I can do to help you, I'll be happy to do so. Just like I know this whole team is encouraging. We're encouraging each other today. And just think about how many people will be have hope just by hearing our stories. So
getting their sunshine.
Absolutely. We can all be sunshine though, you know, and it's not just in one area, and it's about passing it on, moving it forward.
Right.
I think Robert had his hand up too.
Yeah, Robert, you are officially unmuted.
Oh, okay. The some of the sessions that you had on working and additional income has helped. Especially, you know, as I try to navigate through freelance type things, so that's been helpful, as well as the information that I've gotten regarding the continual disability reviews. For some reason, that just stays in my mind that I'm gonna get one of those, and you know, I try to be ready for it. The resource that you have regarding the type of insurances and the insurance brokers that you have, I guess, partner with, have been really instrumental with helping me to have the right insurances. And so I appreciate that. And there's one guy, the one Luke is his name. I just Luke.
Yeah.
And he's been great. So yeah, trying to navigate like I said, the how to work, how much to, you know, what you can do, as well as being prepared for the possibility of the disability reviews.
Yeah, those are valid items for sure.
So that was it. But thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I guess I've got the last question here, and if anybody out there can answer this one, you're going to be the hero today.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it.
Have you successfully utilized any alternative sources of income or support that others might find valuable or inspiring? I know everybody out there is wanting to know about the income side of it.
Does it need to be legal, Philip? Or
Yes, it has to be legal.
Of course.
Of course.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Okay, so I have zero income. And I told y'all I'm living off my savings. But I can stretch a dollar from here to Texas.
Mhm.
It
All
may not
right.
be, that may not be quite far enough, but I can stretch it. I can stretch it pretty far. I just wanted to say that the crazy coupon lady, and I know a lot of y'all are probably like, what? The woman is pure gold.
Yeah.
Like everybody, people have been telling me for years that I should do that very same thing just because of how I break things down. You know, and I actually won the crazy coupon lady contest last year. I was in a room with about 200 and something people, and whoever saved the most money won a $200 gift card. That was me.
Wow.
Because if I had not won that, I would have been devastated because it's what I do. Like, it's just what I do. So,
Congratulations.
yes, if you have not heard of her, you know, Google her. It's crazy with a K. Everything else is, you know, crazycouponlady.com. She will tell you how to save money. I have walked out of stores where they paid me to take the merchandise out.
Wow.
Cool.
So it's very, if you know, if your money's tight, even if you're on disability already, because even once I get approved, it's still going to be a bit of a struggle. So, I mean, these little things can really help you.
I always say little things can make a big difference. You just got to try it. See.
Yeah. So
I mean, I have a stockpile, so I may not have any income, but you know, I'll have toilet paper and stuff to last me for a little while, so I'll be good.
Good. I'm going to put the link to the website for the crazy coupon lady in the chat that you see on the screen right here. That's an awesome tip. I believe she has a YouTube channel that's quite successful.
She has everything. I
Yeah.
mean, Google her. You cannot go wrong. I mean, like I said, it's not for everybody. I've tried to explain it to some of my friends, you know. I went in there and spent $52 yesterday, had a prescription in there and had some big things of laundry soap, that kind of thing. And I earned enough Walgreens cash to turn around, and I got a whole bunch of groceries for free. So, it was like 90 cents because I used my Walgreens cash for the second order, and I still have $17 left. So, you know, that was probably over $100 and something worth of stuff.
Right. I found her YouTube channel, and that's on the screen right now as well. I'll put that in the chat. Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
Wonderful. That's a great tip. Anybody else have a contribution on that?
I can just say it works. Using coupons. When I had my daughter, and she's 32 now, but when I had her, I got all of her baby things, the cradle, the diaper pail, everything for coupon books. So it definitely works.
Good. All right. Jim, you want to move on to some entertainment?
Yes, let's move on to the prizes, Brian.
All right.
Right. I'm not sure how you want to proceed.
So we were going
would
to
you
do
like to
two. We were
start?
going to do one general for everybody that joined, and then we were going to take those that participated and do a second round. And so we're going to send out Amazon gift card to the recipients of these prizes after the show, sometime within 24 hours. So we have to make sure that we get your contact information. So Jam is going to entertain us for a few minutes.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Okay. Should I start sharing my screen, Brian?
Sure.
Oh, before I proceed with that, I would just like to take this moment, ladies and gentlemen, as we come to an end of our jam session, I want to express my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you for being a part of this remarkable event, um, especially for everyone. This is the first time, and I think this one is a success. Your active participation, thoughtful contributions, and willingness to share have truly made the session a resounding success.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you guys. I hope that you found value in the discussion, insights, and personal experiences shared throughout the event.
Yep.
Absolutely. Great tips.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Guys. All
And
right.
Maybe next time Cassie can join us.
Sure. Oh, Cassie, that's my dog.
All
She's
right.
a Shih Tzu and Chihuahua mix. Okay.
Hey, this is Dean Phillips. I'm sorry, I'm traveling and just realized I'm not on Eastern time. I'm on Central time, and I'm so mad at myself for missing this.
Oh, hi, Dean.
Hello. One recommendation I
Hi.
have, I just came in at the end. Anytime you go to a fast food restaurant, if you order through the app, you can almost always get 20 to 25% off or deals. Just any restaurant I go to, I download the app for it, and there's always discounts. Like McDonald's is 20 to 25% off every time and stuff like that. I'm really sorry I missed this session. I was so excited for it, but I'm driving to California or to Texas to take care of my mother right now.
I tell you what, we have recorded this. Just reach back out to us and we will send you the replay.
Okay. I noticed that I believe there was 2 who left the room.
Okay.
All right, so let's start.
Can you
I
explain
want
what-
you guys to check. All right, I have your names here. All right, so let me start. I'm gonna spin the wheel, and the winner would be, 1 second.
Hey,
Oh,
Robert.
All right.
wow. All right,
That's
Robert.
Robert.
Okay. Make sure
Congratulations, Robert.
Make sure you check your email inbox. You'll be getting an Amazon gift card.
Are we gonna do 1 round for this category, Brian?
We're going to do
For all
one
the
for all of the
participants.
participants, which was that, and then we'll do one for those that provided a contribution to today's event. We'll do a second one. So, Jim, I'll give you a moment to do that. While you're doing that and getting the list ready, I just want to share one other thing with all of you out there. We want to keep the conversation going with what we're doing here. And we have a Facebook group that some of you are members of, but I don't believe all of you are. And it's a great place to come in, whether you're trying to get approved or you're already approved. We can learn from each other just like we are here, connect and have some fun.
Nice.
Okay, so I have here 7 participants earlier.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will start.
Hey!
All right.
Hey!
Hey, congratulations.
Congrats, Katie.
Nice, Katie.
Congrats, Katie.
Yes, congratulations.
I look forward to sending this to you to help you survive the wait.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Yes.
I need it. I need it real
Yes.
bad.
Yes.
Truly,
yes.
God will provide.
Right
Thank
on.
you.
Right
I'll make
on.
it stretch too.
Sure. Sure.
And I forgot to mention earlier, for those of you that aren't reading in the chat, that the Crazy Coupon Lady also has an app. So you can put it on your phone. If you're going to Krispy Kreme to get donuts, you can type Krispy Kreme into the search bar. And if there's any specials, it'll tell you right then.
Wow.
Nice.
I mean, I'm just using that
Wow.
as an example. I mean, it could be to
Sure.
Macy's or, Skechers, wherever,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I'm a fan, I
Great
guess you can
tip.
tell. I'm a fan of the Crazy Q Farmer.
Yeah.
Great information, though. Thank you.
Okay, good. All right. So for me, I have thoroughly enjoyed this. It's fun to be with my team and be with all you folks. This has been amazing. So, you know, any feedback you have, how we could improve this, make it better, or maybe it was not a good experience and we should never do it again. We're open to all feedback that you have. So anybody else have closing comments for today?
I think we should do it again.
Yes,
Okay,
definitely.
Sunshine.
Wonderful.
Yes,
it was,
we
it was,
should.
it was very helpful.
Wonderful.
Mhm.
That's good. That's good. So well, listen,
Purposeful.
we appreciate you all and thank you for participating, joining, your contributions, learning from you. It's been awesome. And by popular demand, we'll do it again.
Yes. All right. Congrats,
Okay,
everyone.
Enjoy your day. Be well.
Okay.
Yay, do
well.
it again.
Thank you, guys.